Well, it's a pretty exciting time to be a retro gamer in today's society. You talk about 2019, and they're still releasing new Nintendo 64 games. That's insane. This is from Piko Interactive. It is 40 Winks. It's not an unfamiliar game. They made this on the PlayStation 1. They were planning on releasing this on the Nintendo 64. Something fell through, whatever the case may be, and lo and behold, the game was never released. There was a prototype ROM that was dumped and kind of passed around a little bit, but the people at Piko Interactive, they do something pretty interesting. They buy up these old IPs and intellectual properties. You know, they buy up these old things, they take the game, finish it in a way, and then they can release it. And they're doing this on the legal. It's not like, let's say hypothetically, I can neither confirm nor deny taking prototypes of dumped ROMs, putting them back onto a cartridge, and then maybe selling it for the price of parts at local area video game conventions. Now, what these guys do is they actually get the legal rights to do just that. And I think it's pretty interesting. Now, they've done this before with other games, too. They've done this before with Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games. They've done this before with, like, Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games. In fact, they've just released... Or talk about the Jaguar of all systems. Now, I don't personally have a Jaguar, so I can't test out those games. But Piko Interactive did also send over, this is going to be a quick sneak peek, a few more Super Nintendo games and even some Sega Genesis games that we'll cover in future videos in the very, very, very near future. But I was super interested in this because nobody's done this yet for the Nintendo 64. So we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to pop it in. We'll get some gameplay footage so you can see how it looks, Nintendo 64 version, and then we'll go from there. So let's open this up, see what's inside, and then we'll pop it in the old Nintendo 64 that I have all warmed up and ready to go. Gonna check out some 40 Winks for the Nintendo 64 in 2019. It's insane. So here's 40 Winks. Here's what the box looks like. You can kind of see a little bit there. Just kind of your standard issue. This is basically the cover of what they had for the PlayStation 1 version from Piko Interactive. Has kind of a very familiar Nintendo 64 looking, even the colors on the side and everything, without it being Nintendo 64. That's obviously not the actual licensed logo. However, this is good. This is pretty good. The 40 Winks video game cartridge is compatible only with the original Nintendo 64 consoles. Piko Interactive cannot guarantee compatibility with clone consoles. Fortunately, we don't have any Nintendo 64 clone consoles yet, but when they come about, you never know. But this is pretty cool. This is all right. All right, we're gonna open it up here. Here's the seam. You've seen the seam so far, probably. It's just your basic, you know. It's not like the Y seam. I mean, there's a lot of terminology for things like that, but it's just to keep it sealed till you get there, because the point of collecting this is to play it. To play a game that was supposed to come out for the Nintendo 64 and never quite did. Nice gleam on that box. Nice and shiny. Look at that. Alright, I can never do this properly without bending it right in the middle. So let's see. And if I do, so be it. Yep, see, that part always happens. I know there's ways you can do it with the knife and all that. I don't care about all that. I just want to play the game. And inside, a very familiar cardboard box. Man, I feel like I'm just whisked back in the day, you know, doing stuff like this for other things. Oh, that's kind of cool. They actually bubble wrap the game itself, too, so the game was not being flying around. But this is your standard issue. Nice shell for this. There you go, a couple of screws on the back. And, yeah, cool. And on top of that, wouldn't be CIV without the instruction manual. Full color instruction manual, let you know how to play the game. As always, I will just pop in the game and start playing it, and I will use this as restroom reading material, kind sir. That might be too much information for you, but very, very cool. 40 Winks, again, for the Nintendo 64. Got the 64 right behind me here. We're going to pop it in, get some gameplay footage, go from there. All right, so right when I power it up, it tells me I don't have a controller pack or a controller pack to save your game, basically. So I don't have a controller pack in my controller currently. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to use a rumble pack either, although it is compatible with this game. I'm just going to hit start, and we'll just start a new game. And let's check this out in 3, 2, 1, go. Kind of a creepy face there. Oh, expansion pack found. Very cool. So it recognizes the fact that my Nintendo 64 does have the expansion pack. Piko Interactive. I wonder if it's Piko, because it's like the, you know, the pi symbol there. Oh, cool. 40 winks. Press start. I shall. Alright, we have the new game loading options. You know what? For this game, I'll just do it as default here. How strong do you want the rumble pack? Graphics. Interesting. Medium, high, normal. Normal, I guess? I'm not exactly sure. Interesting to point out, too, I am going to mention, before I get started here, that I'm capturing this gameplay footage through my Nintendo 64 through a RetroTink, which is going through the HDMI. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I'm using standard HDMI cords. Rough and tumble. I'll be rough.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably a little bit more tumble than rough, but we'll see.
No talking, no pillow fights, and no reading under the covers.
Mom, bedtime's boring.
Yeah, there's nothing to do but lie here getting bored.
That's what sleep. This is every night for me as a dad, by the way.
What about it? That says dreaming is a period of elevated brain.
I'm gonna hit start. I'll pass through this. I just want to see what the game looks like. Wow, isn't that cool? New Nintendo 64 game in 2019. Okay, I'm gonna hit start again. I'm passing through all the cutscenes. Come on now. Do not have a rumble pack, but here we go. Here's my jump. I can attack with my candle, apparently. You know, it's funny. They do have this for the PlayStation 1. I never played it for the PlayStation 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was about to attack that clock there. All right, whatever. Here we go. Jump into the chair to save your game, because, well, I can't save it because I don't have a... That probably sends me back, huh? Alright, let's go for it. Let's see what we can find. Here's my, that's my trigger button. A little ground pound, a little Mario action. Help me, please. Okay. The horror haunted house on Nighttop is hidden 2 weeks. Watch out for things that go bump in the night. Alright, so I'm collecting Z's. This game does have a very Mario 64 feel to it, doesn't it? I want to find at least some monster or something. Let me attack. Do I jump through the pictures like the other one? No. Alright. See what's down here. Another clock there. If I hold that... Whoa, what the... Oh my god. Oh, that's like... I'm using up items by doing that. Don't want to do that too often. I have 0 cogs to open any doors. I can open up this door, maybe. Alright. And if you've played this before, you're just like, where are you going? It's like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to find out what to do next. Alright, here we go. There's 1 cog. If I can find 10 cogs, I can go through that door. Alright. Controls very well. I'm using one of the Blaster 64 controllers, if you're wondering how I'm controlling this. And that looks like something I can't really go into. Just to prove it. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, 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 no. Get back up there. Oh. Ah, that's right. I was like, there's no analog. It's like the C buttons on the 64 is what makes it flip around and stuff. Come on. Come on, baby. Alright. Very suspenseful music here. Oh, there we go. There's an enemy. In your face. Alright. Ow. I hear more. Oh, there's one. Oh, I'll try that one. What was that button I pushed? Not that. Okay. Oh, I can slide into him too. Okay. Ow. And that did something. Aha, it did. Cool. What a fun game. This is totally, you know, I could have totally have seen this for the Nintendo 64. 40 cogs to open that guy, huh? Insane. Alright. Oh, here's another cog. I think I got my rumble pack. No, there's no excuse for me to not have a rumble pack in this thing right now. Okay, there's the thing over there. I can't go back down there. I don't have enough cogs. I'll play this just for a little bit longer here. Whoop. Ah, you know what? That's actually that's a pretty good time to stop. That'll work. That'll work for me. Well, very, very cool. And again, thanks to Piko Interactive for providing me this copy for me to do this video on it. Now, this game is not out yet. It's coming out in mid-April. However, you can pre-order it now as we speak. There's a link in the description below. Again, this was provided to me for this video by Piko Interactive. However, they are not viewing the video before it goes live, before it publishes, nor am I getting any cash compensation or commission by any sales of the game. They just sent me a copy of the game. They said, hey, we got it coming out soon. We know you like retro stuff, you know, new games for older systems. And I said, yes, please, I'll check it out. And you know, it's like, hey, and if the game's cool, I'll do a video on it, but never a guarantee. And the game's cool, so I did a video on it, and that's that's my guarantee, I suppose. So I thank you for watching. And again, they also have some more Super Nintendo games and some more Genesis games coming out soon. And those will be different videos coming out in the very, very, very near future. But in the meantime, pre-order it now. Link in the description below. I thank you for watching, and I thank you for your time and attention. And go back and play some more of this. I gotta find my save pack, though. I know it's on... It was in my old controller, you see, with those Brawler 64 controllers. I had a standard one, but they came out with the colored ones. So I popped in the colored one, and I can't... It's in a box. It's in one of my boxes behind me. I'm gonna go start digging through this and play some more of this. So thank you for watching, and more videos always coming up. So you can subscribe if you'd like. You're awesome. Nobody can tell you otherwise. Take care. We'll see you soon.